What up, guys? Welcome back to the DMV channel. I'm Jeff Dixon. Isaiah's behind the camera, and we have been gone. We live out in the country. Cutting wood is part of our winter chores, and we've been doing a lot of that. So glad you're back with us. Glad to be back in the garage. Glad to get back on our therapy session. It's going to be a good one. You may remember last episode, we got the cast iron 5.3 LS mounted back in the Miata. It is officially home. It's on the subframe. We made the subframe. It turned out pretty good. This weekend, the goal is to get the control arms painted, new bushings put in, and get them on the subframe. Let's get to work. Okay, so we have all our suspension parts, all the control arms off of the car. We haven't had these on in a long time, so I'm excited to get them back on. But the plan is to get them cleaned up, to get the old bushings pushed out, new bushings pushed in, and we're also going to follow every other person that's ever done this on the internet. Drill right there, put a grease zerd in, and hopefully keep these polyurethane bushings from squeaking. I went with cheap polyurethane bushings because they're cheap. All right, we've got our bag of bolts. So now the goal on this, we've got to figure out, I've got a 2-gear puller, no, a 3, hold on, let me get it. I don't have a press. I know a lot of guys use a press. I've seen guys use 3-jaw pullers, not 2-jaw or 2-gear. But we're gonna try to pull these out, or push them out with the 3-jaw puller. So I think the hardest part about this is going to be getting it just on the metal and not on the rubber and lining it all up. But I mean, I think rednecks figure this kind of stuff out, right? Isn't that right, Isaiah?
Yep.
Here we go. Exciting times. I gotta say, why would you do it any other way? I mean, that was easy. Oh man. Let's do some more. Okay, so a press would definitely be easier, but we don't have one. Is this a good way to do it? I don't know, I think it is. The freaking worst part about it is these cheap Chinese Harbor Freight 3-jaw pullers. They're stripping out. I loaned out my good set of 3-jaw pullers to somebody, I don't know who, and I never got it back, so I bought these. But anyway, that's definitely the worst part. For the fronts, we're gonna try to add a little heat and see how that does, but we'll kind of spare you all that. I don't think you wanna watch all that. All right, let's get the fronts done. Okay, we stripped out another set of the Harbor Freight 3-jaw pullers, so now we're swapping these around to get in a different part. Make the jaws a little shorter so the threads will connect, but I don't know, that probably doesn't make a lot of sense. Does that make sense?
To me, but...
You've been here with me?
Yeah.
So we're just trying to get her done. So applying heat has been helping, but we're gonna keep working on it. We'll let you know when we get it done. Woo! That was it. It took all 3 of these piece of crap 3-jaw pullers from Harbor Freight, stripped out 2 of them. The little baby one got us through at the end. But all of the bushings are out. And I'll be honest, these things are in amazing shape. This car, I think, had like 120 miles, 20,000 miles on it. Something like that. It didn't have much over 100. But man, these bushings are in great shape. Probably didn't have to change them. But this car was born the same year I was graduating from high school. So, you know, it's kind of old. But it's a cold day in the Ozark. It's too cold to paint. So we're gonna come back in the morning. So today we are back in the garage. It's another day. And we're gonna get these cleaned up. It's pretty warm out. So we're gonna get these cleaned up and see if we can get them painted. Okay, I forgot about this. Before we paint them, we need to pull the ball joints out. So they're just pressed in. So we'll press them out. Not the best bandsaw in the world, but it gets it done. Okay, so the plan is it's thin wall tubing, but I don't think it's going to take much pressure. We'll find out. We're just going to do it like that, put it in the vise, and see if it works. I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to see if it works. This is really good on a vise. Oh, we probably should be trying some heat. I don't think it's going to go without some heat. Oh, look. Yeah, it's going. Starting to press out. Okay. I just got scared. I probably should be trying heat. All right, I'll get the other one done. We'll see you in a little bit. So we've got them all ground down, knocked all the loose bits off, got them cleaned up pretty good. It's not a show car, so it doesn't matter a whole lot. Now we're gonna get a fresh coat of paint on them. All right. Well, crap, I dropped one. And since this is an American Muscle and it's import stuff, look how bad that freaking bent. And it didn't even drop that far. So now we gotta fix that. Then we'll paint. So I went to my over, I don't know, 1,000 miscellaneous sockets. And I found one that fits in there like, I mean, aerospace tolerances. Aerospace. So I think I'm gonna drive that through and call it fixed. I don't know. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. Plug your ears. All right, I think the crisis is averted. It now slips easily in and out. It's probably not perfectly round anymore. You can kind of tell it's not, but I mean, it's good enough for what we're building. All right, let's get back to painting. So now while the control arms are drying, okay, they already dried. It's a whole nother day, but I got home from work early, so I thought today we would work in the garage. Okay, so today we're gonna clean up these and get them ready. I don't know, I've gone back and forth on painting them. I don't know if I should paint them or not, but I'm such a freaking perfectionist, and they're here, they are gonna be painted. I did order some really nice pads and rotors, drill rotors. Whether you're for or against drill rotors, don't care. But then I realized that 1.6 and 1.8 cars, well, wait a minute. The older brakes, the older 1.6 cars have smaller brakes. I didn't know that. I don't know a whole lot about Miata. Oh, and my back hurts. So if I act like I'm kind of stoved up, that's why. But anyway, I spent like $300 or close to $400 on brakes. Then I realized they're 1.6 smaller brakes. So now they're all up on eBay. If you're looking for any, they're on eBay. And so I don't have discs to put on this because I need to sell that stuff to recoup the money to buy the other stuff. And then I've got a local buddy that parts out Miatas. And I think, you guys comment below, let me know. But I think if I replace these, the brackets that hold the caliper, if I replace these, then I can reuse these calipers for the 1.8 or for the bigger brakes and then get a bigger disc. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these apart, get them cleaned up, get them ready to put on the car, but we're not gonna have any brakes. Let's get to work. Okay, we've got them all taken apart. It looks like the seal's out on this one, and the little, you can see a slight little bit of rust got in there. Not a big deal, don't think it's heat. The bearings feel really good. So we'll replace these rear seals when we get on it, but now we're gonna clean up the heat shields, clean up our spindle a little bit, get it nice, get it painted. Bada boom, bada bing. I don't know, are we LS swapping it or are we rebuilding it? I don't know. I mean, we're using rattle cans, it's freaking DIY.
Can't always look out.
Getting the spindles painted up. Look at that face of determination.
Yep.
Steady eye, Isaiah, steady eye. Make it look like a show car. A lot of people are gonna see these spindles, so they need to look good, right?
Yep.
Do you really believe that?
Yeah.
Really? You think people are gonna be under the car looking?
Well, not really under them as much.
You missed the spot. Let me get that. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, I can't help but step in sometimes. Oh yeah, extra coat. Just keep holding it, you're doing great. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, did I get you?
Maybe.
Turn it. Whoa. Man, that's beautiful. Looks like an OM part.
Yep.
Good as new. Okay, I'll hang it up here. That's it. Okay, we'll let that dry, then we'll put it all together. Bam! We got front suspension. It's exciting. It's an exciting day. Well, we got them painted. They turned out pretty good. Now if I can just get all the tape off, I'll start getting these suckers on the car. I think it's going to turn out real nice. Alrighty, so we've got all our front components laid out except for the rack and the steering shaft. Okay, now we have it all laid out except for the rack. But we do need to put in the front of this, oh heavens, I spilt it. We need to put our new Moog ball joints, only the finest for our Miata. So we need to put those in. We need to put the uppers in. Got new uppers too. I saw online about pushing these in and then putting a little weld around it. I don't know. I mean, that sounds pretty good, but we might just shove them in. And then the last thing we need to do, somewhere I've got, I don't know if these are for the front or back, but we've got new bushings. Oh, front or back? They look like front. I don't know. But we've got new bushings. Got to put those in and grease zerks. And we got a drill bit and a tap for that. Bam! Thank you, ma'am. And we're driving the car soon. Hopefully this spring. All right, let's get to work. Alrighty, bring them a sitting log. So I don't know if this is the, oh shoot, wrong control arm. All right, I'll be back. Okay, got my anti-seize this time too. I hate and love this stuff. I think everybody hates and loves it. So, as you may remember, DIY subframe. All right, so we're gonna use this. We gotta open these up just a pinch. Oh yeah, that was a pinch. Oh yeah. Ooh. Man, parts on this car are light duty. I know I say that all the time, but light duty. It ain't nothing you'd want to be racing. Oh, wait a minute. That doesn't make any sense, does it? I'm going to applique some of that real sticky stuff here. I've heard that's a squeaking spot anyway. That way all the dirt will get trapped in there. Oh! Oh! Get in there! Get in there! I'm about to start using sentence enhancers. Which side do we want on which side? Oh, it's a beautiful thing. It is a beautiful thing. Look at that, fella. Okay, now all we need is to put our dang shocks in, put it all back together, and then we can go drive. That's pretty freaking cool, I'll be honest. Steering, okay. Brake, lots more work. Brake lines, lots more work. Shocks, lots more work. Then we're done. What do you think?
Yep.
That's it for this episode. We'll see you next time. Thanks for sticking it out with us. Bye.